Are you a Christian or a deist or some hybrid of the two? What's the difference? Well, let me illustrate with an anecdote. There's one of our very fine preachers, now in his 80s, still operating in ministry, still fruitful, who has talked in several occasions I've heard about a time when he was in college. He was a Christian, he wasn't in rebellion, but God was trying to get his attention and he wasn't listening. And the way he puts it is like this. God bounced him down 120 feet of highway. A car overturned he was riding in with some other students crossing the south. And he spent months in the hospital recovering. God bounced him down 120 feet of highway. Well, if you're a deist, God doesn't do those sort of things. God just created the world and then God steps out. A lot of people said that there is something called moral therapeutic deism substituting for Christianity. Be moral, be good. God will help you when you have owies. That's the moral and the therapeutic. And deism, God created the world, but God won't bounce you down 120 feet of highway. Then there's a hybrid. The hybrid says, God really doesn't do very much except just the good things. So God might give me a good pay raise or find me a good car, but God won't bounce me down 120 feet of highway. Jesus says an interesting thing in Luke chapter 12, especially verses 4 through 8. He's talking about who they should fear. The crowds are gathering, and then he says to the disciples, don't fear those who can kill the body, but fear the one after he has killed who can cast your soul into hell. Wait a second. God can kill? God can cast someone into hell? The disciples need to be in fear of that? If you're a deist, you don't believe that. If you're a hybrid deist and Christian, you don't believe that either. Read 1 Samuel 2 where the Lord kills and makes alive. Read about Ananias and Sapphira in the book of Acts. Read about those who followed Jezebel in the book of Revelation where the Lord says, I will kill her with death. God is living and active, and we walk in his sight in holiness because he's living and active. It's time to follow Jesus with a living God, not be deists, not be hybrid deists and Christians. But remember, we live our lives in the light and in the presence of a holy God. And that's why we can appreciate and love his mercy and his grace so much. Our God is a consuming fire, the book of Hebrews says. Don't be a deist. Don't be a hybrid deist. Be someone who fears and loves the Lord your God. The words of Jesus. Not my words, the words of Jesus. This is your daily devotional for Saturday. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow in church. Remember, we have our new adult Bible class at 8:30 on Sunday mornings, and then we have a carry-in lunch after church tomorrow. Look forward to seeing you there. Pray for me, pray for the church, and God bless you as you serve him.